Boom, what's happening, Florida Wrestling Room? Here we are. Not the Florida Wrestling Room. My apologies. This is Ward Wrestling Live. I'm no longer in the Florida Wrestling Room. Sorry. And we've got another amazing Florida wrestler here, two-time FHSAA runner-up for South Dade High School, Stephen Villalobos. What's up, my man?
How's it going? How's it going?
Good, man. Good. Hey, it's good to talk to you. It's honored to have you on here. And
It's honor to be here. Thank you.
yeah, man, I just really appreciate it. You know, I had your sister on earlier a few months ago, or a month, I don't know. It's all one big day to me. But yeah, we had her on. She talked. I know she's going off to college as well, so it's pretty cool. Man, I know you typically would have had an off season through this, right? Leading up to college. But what has this COVID, how has it affected what you might have done prior to getting off to college?
I mean, COVID kind of like slowed everything down. Like I stopped getting places to train. I mean, in the beginning, I used to go up to Naples to wrestle with Verona's team like every week, every Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays, even Sundays as well. I try to train as much as I can. But then when things started slowing down, I just started doing band workouts in my house. I just started working up on my own and with my sister. And then I kept it on from there. But I just try to stay active, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
That was my goal. Because if I wasn't active, I wouldn't get better, you know? I wanted to get 1% better every day.
Is that your phone?
It's my, I don't know how to mute my computer. I don't know. It's my girlfriend telling me to take my hoodie off.
Oh, there we go.
That's funny.
Take your hoodie off, but she doesn't mind those lights up there?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, it's awesome. So, man, well now, I mean, first of all, talk about the 305. Talk about being a kid from down there. You moved from Venezuela when you were 12, and you found wrestling. You were a soccer guy. You found wrestling.
Yeah.
Bounced around a little bit. Ended up over there with the legendary crew at the Gladiator Club and South Dade High School, and the rest is history. Tell us how that changed your life.
So where do you want me to start? Actually,
Yeah,
I can go all the way back from Matter, you know.
Yeah, that's cool with me. Whatever you want to talk about, my brother.
Okay, so we got my mom. She raised us in Venezuela. We were born in Miami, so she was like, oh, all of our family's there. Let's just head over there, you know. So then we came here when stuff started getting really heavy. We came here when I was like 12, and I didn't start wrestling until I got into the 8th grade. And I got into wrestling because of my cousin. He was like, oh, let's wrestle. Come on, it's going to be fun, this, and that. And then he ended up leaving like 2 weeks later after that. But I stick with it. And it was fun. It was just, I was just really like intrigued about how like you force your will on somebody and you could like make stuff happen, you know, and like all the cool moves you could see, like, you know, like how Russians do like those cartwheels with people on their, like, it's just really cool stuff. So then we went to Matter, and we started wrestling, and I started practicing with Verona. Big shout out to Verona. Big props to his program and what he's doing. We started wrestling, and we just started focusing on getting myself better, and yeah, it just started blowing up from there. From there, we went to Core Park. Core Park was fun as well, but I was supposed to go there because of Verona. Verona was going to be our coach, and then he got injured, so it kind of like, you know, everything kind of like fell down, but I still had to push through. And then we came to South Dade, and you know, the rest is history. Everything was awesome over there. I love it there.
Yeah,
Big shout out to Vic and Coach Vic, Coach B, and Coach Duck. Much love for them.
Yeah, and now talk about the what changed. I mean, what made you go from, you know, wrestling, just being a wrestler and doing okay and bouncing around these rooms, and then what happens at South Dade and the Gladiator Club that changes people?
It's just a different vibe. Like as soon as I went to South Dade for practice, like the week of state when I was at Core Park, and I was practicing with Eric Temez, Brevin Balmaceda, Todd Perry, Josh Swan, like the hammers of the team, you know. And I like wrestling with them. I was like, yo, this is home. Like I just feel like so comfortable here. Everybody's like really tough. Practices are hard every day, you know. Like so it was just I don't know. It just felt like everything clicked right, you know. Like it was a really far drive, but I was willing to take that risk because it was awesome to be there as a really good school. Everybody's really friendly when you're a wrestler. You know, everybody loves you. Everybody supports you. It's a really good support team over there. So, yeah.
And what would you say that, I mean, how legendary are those coaches and Coach B and Duck? And I know you've got Lugo there too now, right? Not Pat Lugo, but his brother, right? Doesn't he coach?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to speak like higher than I can of them. You know, like they're just amazing coaches. Like the chemistry I have with them on the mat just felt like amazing. I just love having Coach B in my corner. I love having Coach Duck because it's just like they're like so different, but they're like when they're together, it's like they're so perfect together that it's like the catalyst, you know? Like they make a really good catalyst, and then they're just really great people, and they're really into the program. They're really into the wrestlers. Like they treat us like if we were their own kids, you know? So like it's a big family.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how did you see a lot of their kids going off and wrestling at the college level? And yeah, you can be a great wrestler and have college look at you, but you got to have the grades to get in too. So
Yeah.
what kind of focus do they put on you guys to make sure that not only are you a great wrestler, but you're a great person and great academically?
I mean, everybody knows without the grades you can't wrestle. So they just push you to be in class. They push you to work hard. They put like it's the same energy you have on the mat. You have to have it in the classroom, you know. So they really enforce that, and they really make sure you're on top of your stuff, you know. But if you slip up, they'll be right there for you, and they'll help you out, and they'll help you do better.
Yeah, do they have like an open door? Like if you can, if you're struggling with something, can you
Yeah,
go in
I
and like
mean,
some help?
Coach B, like I used to go to like when I needed to do my homework and stuff. I used to go to Coach B's and do my homework, and he'd help me out if I ever needed help with anything. I didn't really see Coach Duck around because I didn't know where his class was, but Coach Duck, like if I see him in the hallway, hey, what's up, Coach Duck?
Yeah, that's it.
That's
Huh?
about that's about it. They're really always around, like really good people. They
Yeah,
always supported me, so.
and that program has been built over years. So what's it like? How do they get all these guys to come back and give back to the program? Like you see, like you see these guys um, taking video of the room, and you see Omi there, you see Pat there, you see Balmaceda there, you see uh, Duck's son coming back, and then now you're starting to see the girls because they got some big hammers. But how have they been able to create uh, so many good people actually wanting to come back and give back to the room, do the camps, coach at the camps, be back home? Because let's be real, Homestead isn't sexy.
Yeah, it's the middle of nowhere, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's just a big family. It's just they treat us like like Coach B. I see Coach B and I see Coach Duck like if they were my father. I listen to them and I talk to them with that respect, you know. So it's like since they're just so nice to us, they're just like really good with wrestling. You know, we want to give back. Like they're the reasons why we wanna share more and give more to the sport because they just helped us out so much that we just what can we do except give back, you know?
Yeah, and now I
Do.
know that you unfortunately your sister had some struggles getting help, getting coaches, getting people to accept her in the wrestling room.
Yeah.
It's documented. She's talked about it. Um, making some decisions for yourself just because you love her and you wanted to take her with you and get her in front of some people that really cared. How welcoming were they to having her in their room and girls in their room, where everyone else was like, hey, we don't have time to coach you.
Man, if I'm honest with you, they treated Stephanie like if she was one of the boys. Like Like that was so, I found that so awesome because everybody just talked to Steph like if she was like one of us, you know, like like we would, you know how guys get like kind of dirty with jokes like come on, like Steph is there, and we're like, man, we don't dance, we don't care, that's Stephanie, like that's like one of the boys, you know. So it's like yeah, like everybody was really good with Stephanie. Like Coach Duck, he'll help anybody, you know. Coach B, he'll help anybody, and Coach B and Stephanie were like this all the time. Like it was just so like they're awesome, man. They really treated us with respect we really wanted, and what we like we came there for. Like we got what we went there for, you know.
Yeah, you know, what meant more to you, making it to the state finals or watching her make it to the state finals?
Uh, Probably her, because I don't want to, you know, I went through that road twice and I lost. I don't really, you know, that doesn't really, I don't really care.
But seeing her win it,
Seeing her, no, she won nationals. Seeing her achieve that was like one of the greatest moments probably like in my career. I even put it on top of my goals. Like seeing her win, like I cried. It was amazing. It was really emotional moment. So
man, good for you. And you know, I'm American, but my family, my wife and kids are Hispanic, and I grew up in Miami before moving up to Orlando. But um, there's always that sense of family you feel in that community, and you can see it when you're talking about your sister. And not that I'm American, my family loves me, we have good times, but when you walk into a Latino's home or a Latina's home, you can really feel you know, there's 25 people in the room at all times, and there's food on the stove, and there's everything's happening, and there's just a lot of love, man. It's cool, and it's got to be pretty dope to have a sister too. And you know, man, you got to have your family's got to be pretty stoked, man. Both brother and sister off to college. I know she's going up to with Ashley Sword, who's a legend in women's sports and women's wrestling as well, and over at Life U, and you're off at University of Wyoming, man. I know your mom's probably lonely, but she's got to be pretty stoked. Both kids have.
I mean, my parents they're really happy for me. I mean, that's all I really wanted, man. I just want that support, and I have it. So, and especially having my sister, Stephanie's like my best friend. So it's like that distance we're gonna get now. You know, it kind of sucks, but you know, we both have to go for our own goals, and we both have to achieve what we want. So.
Well, she's closer to the Arepas.
Yeah, sadly, my family lives in Atlanta, so that's why I'm kind of envious about that. My sister can get all the food she wants all the time, man.
Yeah.
I'm out here eating bread and stuff like that. Ooh.
That's no bueno, right?
No bueno at all, man.
Hey, I wanted to ask you. So what made Wyoming the place for you? You chose University of Wyoming. We saw the Julio, Jeremy's dad, makes all those badass posters. I seen you come out like and you broke the news, and now you're there. We can see you in your little bow wow chicka wow wow lights behind you.
The spot, yeah.
Yeah, man. So what made Wyoming the place for you?
If I'm honest with you, I didn't really have many places to go. Like not D1. Like there was many colleges hitting me up here and there, but I that wasn't my plan. Like I even told Omi, like, no offense, you know. But Omi came up to me at one of the gladiator practices in December. He was like, oh, you know, you could come here, this, and that. And I was like, nah, man, my goal is to go D1. Like, I even told Coach B since the beginning of the year, we're going D1, we're going D1, we're going D1. So then I got in contact with Wyoming because of my coach. And we spoke to Tion Ware. He's a 4-time state champ for Oklahoma, 2-time national champ. Should have been a 4-timer, but we talked to Tion Ware, and Tion was just like, he was trying to get me to come here, and he would talk to me like really often. So then Tion just made it seem like it was going to be home for me, and you know, he gave me that comfort that I wanted. So then as soon as I signed with Wyoming, everything fell into place, you know?
Yeah, man, and because they were the one that gave you that opportunity.
Yeah, they were the one. I even thank Coach Ware. I thanked Coach Ware the other day. I was like, thank you for believing in me. There's many colleges that really didn't, and I just want to give you the time to appreciate you and and thank you for the opportunity you've given me. And he's like, well, let's make him pay. And I was like, yes, sir, we'll do.
Yeah, that was my next. Like, what's your goals? What's your future plans? And is it going to make you just run through walls for these guys?
My future plans, well, I want to be a world champ. I want to be an Olympic champ. So I'm obviously going to work out with the RTC. I want to go freestyle and Greco. I want to just get as many matches as I can. I want to win the NCAAs, of course, you know, but it's all hard work I got to go through first before I could achieve them. So.
Man, I had your boy Verona on. Did you see him?
Nah, I didn't see him. That's a homie then.
Were you in the building when he won that state championship on his broken ankle?
That was the year I lost the blood rounds, but I wish I could have been there though, because like every time he talks to me about it, you could tell like it means so much to them. Like even Verona says, if I could what was the saying? He said, if I could get paid $1 million over the memory of my son winning the state champ, I'd pick the memory. Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah. So after that, after he does that, and he comes back to the room, could anybody look this guy straight in the face and say, "Hey, my ankle hurts, my arm hurts, my thumb hurts"?
No, man. As soon as that happened, Coach V was like, "You see him over there? You see him? You want to start on one leg?" And then everybody's just like, "Damn!" Like now nobody got no excuse, you know?
Yeah, it had to change the game big time in that room.
ASAP, man. And I give props to Elijah Heavy because he did that. You know, like not many people could say they won a state title on a leg. You know,
not many could say they won it on two.
On two, you know, not even I could say I won it on two. You know.
So hey, listen though, I know right now it upsets you, but when 10 years from now, when you see your name in ink as the runner-up, you'll be proud of it. But right now you're young and you're like, man, that sucks. You're like, what's the dude's name that beat you that you wanted to call out?
Cole Drake. If you want that match, hit my phone. I already texted you. You already know I want that. So let's make this happen as soon as I land down in Miami. Let's make this happen. I want round 2 to happen. All right.
Where's
coaches? I know you're watching this, so you better make it happen.
Ready for him.
And I want my poster back.
And I want my poster back. I like it. So is that the one match you would want back, or what's the one match in your career you'd say I want that one back?
I'd probably like as of right now, I'd probably just want that one, but it's no biggie. You know, I mean, I'll tell you the truth. When I wrestled Johnny Levitt the year before, I already lost him a couple times before. I wasn't like down. I wasn't thinking down on myself like, oh, I'm gonna lose. It was more like, let's go have fun. Let's go out there and just do what we can, you know?
Yeah, it's all right, man. Hey, a lot of people would have loved to have the opportunity you had just to be in the semi. So don't take it for granted. Not that you are, but I know I was your age, you know, losing isn't fun. And that's what makes you a wrestler.
Yeah, I mean, losing isn't fun, but I feel like in the future, I'll be grateful for it.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Who was your favorite wrestler to compete against?
This year?
Anytime.
It'd be between Dustin Jones and Luke Chop. Those are my funnest matches because I remember Coach V used to just hype me up so much, like, you're the man, come on, you got this. Nobody can touch you. You're king of Florida. Get this right. Get this money. I'd be like, let's go. Like, I'm ready. I was so pumped every match. So, and then one time, my friend wrestled Destin in the semis. Leo, shout out to Leo Garcia, and like his lip was like bad, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna make him pay for you. So then like that whole time, like in the warm up, you could just see me. I'm like looking down, like listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers. I was just like, let's go, like let's go. And then I came out and I teched them, but they didn't give me my score. Like I checked back on the video and they didn't give me my score right, but whatever, you know, I still got the match.
Got your hand raised, right?
Yeah, I got my hand raised. So.
You were telling that story and I was thinking of something. This old man, see my gray hair? I think the gray is like the brains. It sucks out of my mind. Like memory going. I don't know what it's doing. So, what should we expect? Where should we expect you at in Wyoming? What weight class?
uh, I think I'm going 165. That's what coach said. I mean, I could go whatever weight class they tell me. I'm really light right now. So
So they
I
can,
mean,
you feel, and you don't feel like you lost energy. You still feel strong.
I feel better actually. I feel way better than I did at state. I feel way better than that.
How
'Cause
long, how long have you been up there so far?
uh, so today's Friday since Sunday, so around 5 days, 5 6 days.
When do you start to see what the like
Training.
strength training and conditioning, what the difference of being at a D1 school as opposed to a high school, strength and conditioning, all that stuff. When do you start to see what goes on there?
Okay. Oh, so as of right now, I'm in a quarantine. So I gotta say, since I came from Miami, everybody's quarantined, but you know, Miami's like a really high, like a high spot for COVID. So I'm quarantining till the 17th, and then from there, I should get the ball rolling, and everything should start happening.
All right, so you just got to stay in your room.
I don't know. I mean, we could go out curbside, pick up food. We could go on runs. We could work out, you know, but we can't really be around people. We can't be crowded. Like the only people I'm around is like when I go to lunch with the guys. You know, I'll eat with the guys, and then I'll come back to my room.
Nice. That's good. Better safe than sorry, right?
Yeah.
That's okay. Uh, let's see. Okay, that was a lot. We talked a lot of good stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Definitely.
who's that next South Dade stud that we're going to hear about? That
Man, we
I
have a
heard about
lot. We have a lot. Everybody in that team is really good. Let me actually pull out a picture on my phone so I can remember all the names because it's a lot of really good kids. I'll start off with Alex Cotto. He's already a state champ, but he just keeps getting better every day. Like Alex does a really good job. Shout out to him. Damn, where's the pictures at?
it.
Josh. Josh was my partner. Josh was my partner the whole time.
Nice.
So Josh is the only man to take me down in that room is Josh and Bretley. So
And Brentley did that to a lot more than just you.
uh not really. Everybody would be like head to head. So but like our circle would be like hard. Like we just kept on going and kept on going to the point where nobody could breathe, you know?
What was Brentley like when he came back from 32?
Everybody was just like everybody just loved him more, you know? It's just I mean, it's his school, you know? So Bretley was he was the same person, you know, he was humble, he kept the same attitude like he was still hungry. So a lot of respect for him. A lot of respect for him.
That's cool, man. Yeah, he told me that he adjusted a weight class and even like Duck was like, "What the hell are you doing?" And he's like, "I got this, Dad." And
So
then
about the guys coming up, I'll tell you a couple names right now. Adrian Morales, Cordell White, Alex Cotto, uh, Sawyer Bartlett, Josh Swan. Who else? Who else is in there? That's about Robert Duzenang. I think might come. I don't know, but there's a lot of big names that are gonna be there. So
you got any little guys like sixth, seventh grade that you
I,
think, man?
I think EJ might come. Really excited about EJ. EJ's a stud, man. EJ's a stud. Works like a champ too. He'll give me like when I practice with EJ at Gladiators, he'll give me a pretty good go for a little kid, you know.
Well, how many? If the Basils and uh, if in Florida the Basils, the Ducks, the Rainas, they all need to have like more kids, right? So we can keep watching their families go at it.
I mean, damn, yeah, you know. No offense, but I feel bad for their wives if they keep on having kids,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Like,
I
but
see the Rivera twins. I see
yeah,
they got two little grandbabies running around the house now, already in a singlet. Future champs.
future man, Florida. Nobody really knows this, but Florida, we have people, man. We have some gems out here.
We're coming, right?
They're coming up.
Cool. So let me do this. Bayside or Brickell?
Bayside.
All right. That Venezuelan arepa or the Cuban empanada?
Arepas, man, any day, especially my mom's.
You go in Wynwood or Key Biscayne?
That's a good question. I only been in Wynwood once, so I'll choose Key Biscayne because more stuff happened in Key Biscayne.
How about Calle Ocho or Santa's Enchanted?
Never been to Santa, so Calle Ocho till I die.
You can't even walk in that place.
I know.
They got the little old dude selling $1 churros.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they're still $1. They might have been like, they might be 2 now, but I don't know. But all right, what do we got? We got South Beach or Lauderdale Beach.
So I mean, I'd pick Lauderdale because South Beach is usually so packed. Like I don't really like being around too many people. Like personally, I'd go to Hollywood, or like my mom's favorite beaches were Hollywood or what's the name of this other one?
Marlo Goon said the Wood, 9th Street.
Yeah, the Wood.
Exclamation.
Shout out to Marlo. I love you, bro. You the homie.
Jonathan Lay, 2 thumbs up.
Hey, that's my best
Kristen
friend.
Garcia, the Garage Boys.
Yes, man.
David Duniga, Hammer. Kristen Garcia, he obviously loves you, Steph. Ally Sola, thank you. I'm humbled. I got a great job, Daniel. Thank you. But it's more about my boy here. Goom again. Oh, Stephanie Villalobos. She said, I love you, Stevie.
I love you too, stuff.
I like it. I like it. Yes, sir. I love you. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Let's go. Venezuelan coffee, Cuban coffee.
Cuban coffee, man.
Hell yeah.
Like I'll be tired and then I'll get a workout in. Cuban
Man,
coffee.
when we were kids, we call it the Cuban crack. You need a shot of that? Man.
Damn sure there's some crack in there. That's
Good stuff, man. Is there anything like being like on Calle Ocho and walking up to one of those breakfast windows and they got the big bread with enough butter to give you a heart attack? French fry, steak and egg.
No, from a freaking 2 streets away, you can smell it, you know?
Yeah.
And then
You're trying to walk to school and you're about to get in trouble because you're about to go do that. It's no good. Man, good stuff. So you go Dolphins or Canes?
Canes, man.
It's all about the U.
Falling off right now.
I got the U on my arm.
Really? Let me see that out. Ooh, that's clean.
It's got the ibis choking out the gator
That's pretty dope.
on my big fat arms.
I'm sure you get a lot of hate for that one, huh?
Oh yeah, when I got it done prior to the Canes Gators game here in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
And leading up to that game, I was getting so much shit. And then I was talking shit because the Canes were winning the whole game. And then the end of the 4th quarter, the Gators got that play and won it. And oh man, my hate mail was getting murdered.
Yeah.
Murdered. Mom says she loves you. Casey Thompson, good kid. Mario Goonigan, Bodega. I love it, man. So much fun. Yeah, man, Miami's a cool town. What about the Dade County Youth Fair? You guys go there a lot?
Nah, we don't. I usually just, my mom never really lets us out because she thinks that if we're out in the street a lot, something is going to be.
Yeah. My wife is Hispanic. She does the same thing with our kids.
Yeah, we're usually just home or I'm working out or, I'm just doing something proactive.
Not a bad thing. What do would you go upper keys or lower keys?
Upper keys. I never really been down to the lower keys, but I'll go. Upper keys is right near Homestead, so I'll just drive down with my girl, cruise over there.
I like it. So you do I don't know what the malls are these days. Miracle Mile or Aventura?
There's one by my house. It's Pembroke Lakes Mall.
Yeah, is that in Pembroke Pines?
Yeah, that's in Pembroke Pines. Yeah.
Yeah, so there used to be Shoot, I had an apartment right there when I was like 19, and it was right across. Used to be like a Foot Action and this big outdoor mall right there.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's exactly the one.
Yeah, there was like a coffee shop there, and yep,
There's everything in there, man.
that was
Sushi, Cheesecake Factory, whatever, Hollister, whatever you
it was
want.
only 20 something years ago.
Yeah.
It was, fun times, man. Hey, man, this has been just unbelievably dope, and you obviously got some love from your fans. Everybody's shouting you out, and I got a new one to root for. I get to add you to my fan list, and I'll be looking you up, seeing what you're doing. I'd imagine they'll probably redshirt you this year, right? Or are they going to let you go right at it?
They'll probably redshirt me, but I
But
just
you're
want to
gonna
go
do
out there.
some, what do they call it? Like unattached? You'll get to do some tournaments, like
Yeah,
open.
I'm almost like to do some tournaments. I mean, I'll try to wrestle, try to make the team. So that's the plan. Dude.
Still got to wrestle off, right?
Yeah, I still got a couple wrestle offs. So
I
yeah,
like it. I like it, man. Hey, congratulations. So happy for you and your family, and both of you going off to college together. Not together, but together, and getting that education, bringing wrestling back to Florida, and a lot of good kids out there in colleges from our state now. So good luck, man. It's an honor to have you on, and I hope your mom sends you a lot of arepas while you're out there. Not too many because you got to make weight, right?
yeah. I mean, I'll make the weight. You know,
You got it. You're like, Mom, send them.
I'll just send them. Hey, can I have a quick shout out real quick?
You get to have as much time as you'd like.
Okay, I want to shout out my moms. I want to shout out my dads, my 3 sisters, Stephanie, Hannah, and Deborah. I want to shout out my girlfriend. Hey, babe. I want to shout out my family. I want to shout out Marlo, Jonathan Lay, and my friend Romeo. He told me to shout him out on your page, so I told him I would.
There we go. Romeo gets a shout out too.
Romeo gets a shout out. I got you, Trill.
Yeah. Well, hey, man. South Dade is always creating hammers, and they're sending another one out to the world. So congratulations to you, and just keep kicking life's ass, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All
Thank
right.
you for having me on the show, sir.
For sure. Anytime. You take care, man. You have a good one.
Take care. You have a good one as well.